All right, guys, we got some 4th of July savings over at the Harbor Freight, but I want to talk about some new items over at the Freight. But to start, I want to tell you or show you guys some new brushless Bauer tools that are going to be hitting the streets very shortly. All right, now I'm going to be showing you some new items at Harbor Freight, obviously, and some 4th of July deals, but what they're doing is they're basically going to be premiering these basically every couple weeks. All right. So you're going to see some new tools that just came out, and these are some ones that are going to be coming out shortly, guys. Right. So you know about the 5 and the 8 amp hour battery that's coming out. Right now, the biggest battery is a 3 amp hour battery. This is huge for the Bauer people, huge for the Bauer platform. Honestly, this is something that they should have had out first before they kind of started releasing some of this stuff. But obviously, for some of these tools that you see here, you really are going to need some bigger batteries. But they're going to have a chemical sprayer. All right. What really surprised me is a brushless compressor. All right. Don't know really any specs about that, but a great, really, this Bauer stuff is here to stay, guys. I don't know if Hercules is doing this. I always said it seems like the Bauer stuff is more popular than the Hercules. Now that might have to do with the price point, but I don't really see that big of a difference between the stuff. Now, obviously, some of the internals are different and, some different torque numbers and stuff like that. But to be honest with you, to spend double on a couple more inch pounds when they, kind of, feel and look almost exactly the same. Now, obviously, you have a 5 amp hour battery in that Hercules platform. You only got a 3. But with the 5 and the 8 coming out, you got some pretty cool tools. So you're going to have, like I said, a brushless compressor. Going to have some brushless drills, so probably a hammer drill and a drill driver. I would expect a impact driver as well. That'll be brushless. I don't know the price point, but again, I don't know if it's going to make sense. We're going to have to see, right? With some of these other companies making brushless tools, Skill, Ryobi, even some of the Hart stuff. We got to see what the price point is, because if they're going to be pricing their brushless stuff, DeWalt, Makita, Milwaukee, people will buy it. But as you know, guys, I think Harbor Freight is great for the hand tools. I think it really should be your first stop. But when it comes to the power tools, you got to really just price. You got to see, got to do your due diligence. But you're going to have an 18 gauge nailer. This looks like a brad nailer. And then this, obviously, it's 18 gauge. So, might be a pin nailer or a brad nailer. I don't know if there's going to be nailers or just a nailer. If it's just one, I'm sure it's an 18 gauge brad nailer. Then you got some brushless impacts. Looks like you have a compact, and it looks like you have more of a heavy duty impact wrench. So, that's pretty cool. So yeah, like I said, new tools launching every month. So I don't know if these are the next bunch that are going to be released, or if this is, they're going to be maybe doing 2 next month and 2 the next. We'll have to see. And then they got some corded miter saws on the bottom. But those batteries, 5 and the 8, hopefully will be out, within the next month here. But we're going to talk about some of these new deals and new tools here. Icon, some very expensive double box ratcheting wrenches. These aren't, flex heads or anything. So, not the cheapest. I'm not going to spend too much time on, I just did that Weehaw deal where you could have got, I think it was a 8-piece for $99. All right. So again, do your due diligence. Oh, look, Bauer. So this is one of their new items is the I mean, heavy duty job site backpack. Again, I'm sure if you get the Husky for $29.99. Now, this might be a little bit. That Husky has impressed me. I know it impressed a lot of you. I know they sold a ton of them this holiday season. And actually, they went down to $19.99. Again, this seems really, really high priced. I mean, I've done deals with the Milwaukee job site backpack for $69. We've done deals with the Ultimate job site backpack for $79. There's some Klein bags that I've featured. I just did a deal on the Lennox ballistic bag over at Acme Tools. It was $39.99. So again, I'm not bashing, and I don't want to, but I don't know. Again, people go to Harbor Freight to buy cheap stuff, and a lot of this stuff is pretty decent quality, and most of it is in the hand tool realm, and they have different grades of their hand tools, but to spend $69, I would love to see it. Now, it could be just as good as the Milwaukee, right? And if that's the case, I just don't, you got to remember, Milwaukee has a name that is kind of, whatever, DeWalt, DeWalt backpack. All right. You kind of have that reputation built on quality. You can kind of, so my point is there's a Husky backpack out there for $29. I think the people that are going there don't really care. There's people, let's be honest, they buy these backpacks because it says Milwaukee on it. They buy it because it says DeWalt on it. And some buy it because it says Makita on it. There ain't too many people I know that are going to want to spend $70 to have a Bauer, job site backpack. But who knows? All right, here's two new, and they're exactly the same price. So I thought Hercules was, the premium, brand. But in this case, they're both $49. So again, this should kind of tell you, be smart when buying some of this Hercules stuff, because look at the specs. If they're the same, I mean, I don't quite get why they're both the same price, but a pretty good, I don't know what the Ryobi heat gun costs. I want to say it is more than both of these options here. They're comparing it here to the Milwaukee at $79. But, if you've got a couple Bauer batteries or a couple Hercules batteries, I mean, there is some great deals. And I'm going to show you a great deal here in a second. So, you usually don't hear me say too many nice things about the Bauer. I mean, here's one. They now have a auto feed drain cleaner. All right. $69.99. I mean, if you got the battery, I mean, some of these are very expensive, right? They don't have a Milwaukee on here, but we know how much that one is. So, and here's a 23-foot replacement cable. Chief metal cutoff wheels. Stud finder for $24. Here it is right here. All right. So now it's tool only. But again, maybe you bought the Bauer drill, right? For $59. You got a 1.5 amp hour battery. Now, obviously, if you just have 1.5, that's where these 5 and the 8 amp hour battery is going to be big. But, I'm sure they're going to have to sell them bare bones. So you're going to be spending money on them. But whatever, maybe you got a 3 amp hour or 2 1.5s. To get a pole saw for $89, that's a pretty darn good deal. All right, it looks like it's is it an 8-inch or a 10-inch? Yeah, here's the battery. So $44 for the. So you're spending 40. That's the thing, right, guys? Because I'm pretty sure the Ryobi with a battery, I think the cheapest I seen at was $129. They've done that a couple times. But you got to remember, you got to buy a charger too. So you almost have to have excuse me, they're actually comparing it to the Ryobi here for $109. But if you have the battery, right, you got an Oregon bar and chain on this, it looks like. I'm still trying to see. So it goes up, it's an 8-inch bar, so, not bad. 14 feet. The pole extends up to 9 feet 3 inches and then obviously the 14-foot reach is your own arms. But $89. And you got to remember, they're going to have some deals on this. Now, I did play around with their chainsaw in the store. I don't know. It seems really kind of cheap. But I do have a buddy that has one. And he's like, the thing works. And I think this will work. All right. Obviously, this is not for, commercial type work. And with these types, a pole saw is something you're really going to use a couple times. And it's going to sit in your garage unless you use it commercially. So, $89, not a bad deal. Here's some more Icon wrenches. Here's your flex head. $200 for 5. Guys, I've done some deals on the gear wrench on Amazon. $69.99 for a 7-piece on sale. Flex head. To spend $200 on 5 of them is just, I don't know how this Icon stuff is. I don't follow it enough. I mean, look at this. This is another great one. So here is a 20 volt, 120 volt Hypermax dual power. So this is a hybrid. So you can plug it in or you can use your 20 volt. You got the 8 amp hour battery. This is a great little tool. All right. So it's a transfer pump. $100. All right. So they're coming out with they're expanding this Bauer line. And it seems like they are the #1 brand now at Harbor Freight. It seems like the Hercules, that name just ruins it. And I think that's one of the problems. But all seriousness, they're coming out with some great tools. Some pretty cool tools. Not saying, again, do your due diligence. I mean, I think Ryobi has one, and I'm going to be honest with you, it's probably the same price. So, and I'm sure the quality's better, and we know the warranty is better. But I've heard with some of these new brushless tools that are coming out, they might have a longer warranty. We're going to have to see. Look at this Doyle 2-piece little stubby screwdriver set, $6. You got a Vulcan welding helmet with flame design. Keychain tape measure for you Bauer fans. A Doyle compound bolt cutter. That's actually a pretty good price, and it's Doyle. Doyle is, I believe, their top of the line besides the Icon, but I don't think Icon kind of make screwdrivers and some of this stuff. So you got Doyle, Quinn, and then Pittsburgh, right? And then you got Icon. I mean, look at this. A 750 watt sine wave power converter. That's pretty good. $60. And here's a 400 watt. All right. So pretty cool. And here's a 120 watt that you can, I'll tell you, this is cheaper than DeWalt's, but Rigid has one too. That's $35. See, I love mine. There's some other companies that make one, and they're actually comparing it to the Rigid. Rigid has one, and that's probably the one I would recommend. I do have the DeWalt. I believe it's 120 watt as well. Definitely not as big as this. But it has 2 plugs and 4 USBs, I think. Here's a couple new U.S. General carton drawers. All right, you have some different colors here, $99. Would not recommend this at all. Now, if you're looking for a cart, I would maybe consider it. All right, but again, $149. Actually, $119 is the cheapest I ever saw that 4-drawer little cart there. And then they have the 5-drawer that everybody knows. And that's around 169. Now, obviously, they're different, right? Oh, my battery's dead. That's great. But I mean, 99. You know, I have the DeWalt that was $79, but that doesn't have a drawer. This one you do get a drawer, so it's an option. I don't want to say I wouldn't recommend it, but if you're looking for more of a better value, again, they're 4P. They're four drawered cart for, you know, I don't know if it's ever, if, you know, kind of everything's kind of gone up with this whole pandemic. But it's usually around $139 with a coupon, and then you got their 5 drawer. That's now $229, but there's coupons usually for $179, $189. So you got some Hercules SDS self-sharpening tile chisel, a garden solar lantern. Here's a 1/2-inch drive SAE hex bit set from Icon. $40. Okay. Wow. Here's some swivel sockets, 1/2-inch, $150 for a 14-piece swivel set. And here's your metric for $139. You get one more socket with the SAE. That's probably why it's $10 more. Here's your 3/8. So Icon stuff is back. You know, we kind of haven't seen some newer stuff from them since their main release a couple months ago, but now they're starting to release a lot of this stuff again. So, you know, there was some issues with some of their stuff, especially their sockets, their chrome sockets. I hear they're very, very soft, let's just say. But anyway, these are obviously impact rated. So, and check out now. I did a video yesterday, or I didn't do a video. I did a post a couple days ago on the new gear wrench. Okay, now that gear wrench set was $47. You guys bought them all up within 2 hours, and it went back up to like $72. All right, that's the gear wrench. Now, basically, it's the Knipex, you know, alligator, gator, pliers that everyone seems to be copying here, right? But if you add these up, 25 plus 20 is 45. $60 for these Doyles. Now, not a bad price. Now, obviously, if the gear wrench go back to $47, and I will keep my eye on that because I had a lot of comments about that set. But you're going to be spending $60 on these Doyles. Now, again, Doyle is pretty much their top of the line brand here. So everyone's going after Knipex here. Knipex. Pittsburgh Jacks are back. $109. Oh boy, they are 12-ton, but man, Warrior belt sander. If you want a belt sander for one-time usage, Warrior is your brand to go with. And they got some Hercules chisel bits here. Thunderbolt. Oh man, this is a long video. I apologize, guys. Oh, they got trimmer line, $12.99. Guys, I've been using the Makita trimmer line. I really, really like that. Stay away from that DeWalt trimmer line. It's terrible. I got to take mine out. And look at this. Here's the 12-volt Hercules. I don't know if they're expanding this line. Save $25 instantly. And guys, there is a Bauer deal going on. I want to show it to you before I get you out of here. All right, let me get out of that. And I will post this on the website, but you don't really need to. And there's some Hercules deals too, right? 25% off. But here's your online code, all right? And here's their new 160 PSI inflator, all right? Again, it's tough. But if you have the Bauer battery, listen, is the Ryobi Would I trust the Ryobi? Because obviously the Ryobi is it's either $24.99 right now or it's $29.99. You know, not bad. All right, $24.99 for a little. I mean, 160 psi. That's crazy. That's a lot more. I mean, I think the DeWalt. DeWalt. Well, we know the Milwaukee 12 volt does 120 psi, so this crushes it. And I think the DeWalt is 150, might be 162. But anyway, $24.99. But you get a 10% off any single item. All right, and this is the code. So you can shop online or in store. And getting a lot of questions, a lot of comments about doing some Harbor Freight stuff. So we might start doing some Harbor Freight stuff. But now if you want to get this, it'll be what, $22, right? But obviously, if you want this new heat gun, the best thing to do, find something you like. The pole saw. I mean, this would be a great one. The pole saw or this. Let's just put this in. I got to put that stupid code. Yeah, the Bauer line has grown very highly there. I'm going to have to remember it. 367. Did I put it in the car? Yeah. All right. So let's view car. Let's check out. Due to extraordinarily. See, they're such. Oh my God. They're due to extraordinary demand. Orders may be delayed. I mean, they're so dramatic. This guy, Eric Schmidt, I would love to meet this guy. Everything is like, yeah. Everybody is going after their dual power cordless transfer pump. I mean, this guy. Oh, free slice. I don't know what that is in there. All right. Let's power tools. Let's see. 367-46523. Oh no. All right, 367-465. 367-453-25. Apply. New freak. Oh, 367-46523. 367-46523. 367 43527 23 367-43523 3 4 4 I'm losing it. Bauer tools. All right. 46523. My bad. 46523. 46523. Show me the money, baby. All right. All right, so you save $10. If you get it shipped, well, you're going to have to pay tax no matter what. So, unless you live in Delaware or some of these other states. So, again, use the coupon if you want some of this Bauer stuff. It'll save you 10%. That's the good thing. Hopefully, Home Depot, I mean, Lowe's does really, you don't know how many people send me stuff from Lowe's, and they're always using these coupons. I'll be honest with you, they go to eBay, they buy these Lowe's coupons there. And, Depot should start doing it a little bit because people love it. But that's it, guys. We're going to catch you on the flip side of things. Flip, flip.